And today we're going to review The Final Cut by Ed Marlo. And I think it was about time because I have reviewed the Revolutionary Card Technique. That was actually my first book review 2 years ago. At some point later on, Cardially Yours. Those are, books that are considered to be the same series from Magic Inc. And that was the third and final volume of these three. However, they are not series actually. Each book is simply a compilation of a lot of works of Marlo. The Revolutionary Card Technique is about some small pamphlets, each one describing one specific technique. It has tricks as well, of course. Cardially Yours is one of the books that has some of the most famous spiral-bound books of Marlo, like the Cardician. And this is the leftovers, basically. What was left was put in this volume. So this is how the book looks. Another hardcover, and the pages are 297. So a lot of small Marlo's pamphlets are included in this book. If we run through the table of contents here, we're gonna see one of the first books that Marlo has published, Card Fund Productions, which is basically what the title suggests, ways to produce card funds. So it on the manipulation side, however, of card magic, but still included. And then we have Deck Deception, another very known small book that Marlo has published. It's included here, as well as Future Reverse. Future Reverse is a book that tackles a specific plot about a card appearing face up in the deck, and this card will give us information on where the spectator's card is located. It could be either by spelling, counting, etc. It has various ways of doing the trick here. There is a Havana deal, a way to deal cards it is a bottom deal, that's what it is, but the way you deal it is kind of from behind, from the back side of the deck, from the rear. Which is interesting. A little bit of the Devil's Miracle, which I have covered in all the previous books from Marlo. A chapter here is devoted on lecture notes from one of Marlo's lectures in the year 1951. And then we have the Future Classic, one of the very known little pamphlets that Marlo has produced. You will see it now. I have found a video of Bill Malone doing the trick, so I'm going to share.
Thanks again. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's try a good trick. Let me try. Kenna, as I go like this, would you just say stop? Stop. And I would like you to remember that card, please, and don't forget what it is. And I need somebody else. Would you mind helping me? You were? Candace. I knew that. Okay. Candace, would you say stop? Stop. And you remember that card, please. And I'll need somebody else. Frank, how about you? Would you say stop? Stop. And you remember that card, sir. And I need one more person. Olga, would you say stop? Stop. And that'll be your card. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find everybody's card just by giving the cards a few cuts. And would you name your card, please? Eight of Spade. Eight of Spade. Your card comes to the top of the pack. That's one. You're next. Kenna, would you name your card, please? Eight of Spades. Sorry? The Eight of Spades. Okay, all I have to do is wave my hand and your card kind of comes to the bottom of the deck. And what was the name of your card, sir? Eight of Spades. That's an easy one. All I do is I snap my finger just like this, and your card has appeared face up in the pack. And one more, would you name your card, please? Mine was an Ace of Spades. Okay, the Eight of Spades. I just go like this, and down from the bottom through the deck, there it is, the Eight of Spades. No, I had the Ace of Spades. No, Eight of Spades. Are you sure you had the Ace of Spades? I knew I'd get someone like you. Here, just take your choice, whatever you want. Just take your choice.
Next chapter is the classical foursome and the Magic 7, and Marlo meets his match. This is Marlo meets his match is a chapter that has coincidence or do as I do effects. There is the tilt. The tilt is one of the most typical moves in card magic. However, Marlo has a book dedicated on this move specifically, and it has shown with this move, which most magicians use it to just control a card. And in this book, it's used for a location effect, for an ace assembly, for a prediction, for a do as I do effect. So many things, not simply an ambitious card or something of that nature, or of controlling a card. simply. And I want you to see something. We're using the tilt so you can get the idea. And one of the decks will go to the spectator, whichever one the spectator chooses, and one of the decks will go to the magician, whichever one is left. So what's going to happen is this magician is going to ask the spectator to grab a card and put it in his deck and spread it. This way you can tell that this card cannot be switched. It's so different from all the other ones. So it helps to avoid any trickery. And the spectator will choose any card, doesn't really matter, let's grab a random card. And the magician will put it in the deck. So the magic is that I gave a card from a shuffle deck, okay, that it is the 3 of hearts, and because of the color we cannot do any trickery here, and the spectator can choose literally any card and the card will match. Okay, so after that we have Marlo's objectives, basically some ways of accomplishing some specific things. What things? For example, separating red from black. Okay, within the deck, secret ways to do that. Secret ways to find a specific hand in poker. They include a lot of calling and in-jogging, out-jogging, stuff like that. And also shuffles maintaining an order in the center, shuffles maintaining red and black separation of cards, all stuff like that. It continues with the Ireland. It has the Ireland's yearbook, which is basically a magazine. All of the stuff that Marlo has published in this magazine are included in this book, as well as the New Phoenix from the year 1955 to 1962 is also included. A lot of things here. I think some of the notable things would be the Havana deal when it comes to sleights, as well as the spread pass, in which the pass is not coming if you have like the card spread like this. The bottom half will not come this way like a book. It will go from the back side. So that's pretty much it. Well, actually, that's never pretty much it when we're talking about Marlo, but we have to stop talking at some point. I will leave the review at that. I hope you guys enjoyed the book, and we will talk again in my next book review. Thank you guys for watching.